What is up, my friends? My name is Ekotrumi, and today we're going to be talking about the changes happening to the spells and the defenses here in Clash of Clans with the Town Hall 12 update. Just a little bit ago, I talked about the economy changes in the game, as well as the nerfs and the buffs to a bunch of the troops in the game. If you guys missed those videos, be sure to check out my update playlist where you can find all of that information, plus any other Town Hall 12 information that you are looking for, because guys, I have all of it right here. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now's a great time to do it. Also turn notifications so you don't miss a thing. But we're going to be talking about the spells and then the defenses after I give you this information. It will be posted at the end of the video in an image form in case you miss it, as I verbally tell you right now. So you know all of this stuff could change because the development of this build is still happening, and all this information came from Darian, the Supercell community manager. Now, let's take a look at what's happening in the spells. First of all, the lightning spell. The amount of damage done per lightning strike has been increased for a total of 6 per level. So now we're talking about previous damage at level 1 was 50. New damage is 50. Level 2, 55 is now at 60. Level 3 was 60, is now 80. Level 4 was 65, is now 100. Level 5 was 75, is now 120. Level 6 was 85, is now 140. And level 7 was 95, is now 160. So what's going to happen to these zap quake methods, to the attack strategies that really focus on that lightning spell? Really curious to how those engagements and interactions are going to work in Clash of Clans. Now, the freeze spell is probably the biggest change happening to spells, maybe one of the biggest changes happening in game at all. The freeze spell has been rebalanced to increase its utility because really, guys, no one uses freeze anymore at all. Since the Inferno Tower changes have happened a few months ago, the freeze spell is gone, so they don't want that to happen. The housing space requirement was reduced from 2 spaces in your camp to 1, so it's now a 1 slot spell, just like a poison spell, a haste spell, or one of those types of spells. The duration cost, the donation cost is reduced by 50%, and the training time and the cost has been reduced by 50% as well. So it's going to take less time and it's going to cost less by 50% to train up that spell. Makes sense because it's half of what it was. And lastly, the duration of the spell will be reduced because it's a lot less expensive. It's not going to freeze for as long. That's okay with me. I think we're going to start seeing the freeze spell back in the game. And the last spell that's got itself a change right here is the clone spell. Another spell that's not really used much here in Clash of Clans. Housing space required reduced to 3. It used to be 4 spell slots. Sorry, I'm studying over my words here. It used to be 4. It's now down to 3, which is huge, guys. Training costs and time was reduced by 25%. Donation cost reduced by 25%. And duplicated housing space reduced by 25%. So maybe we'll see some clone spell back. Again, these stats are going to be at the end of the video, so if you missed it here, you'll get it there. Let's talk defenses, guys. If we're looking at the Town Hall upgrading, all available buildings must be placed before you're able to upgrade to the next Town Hall level. Can we talk about maybe engineering kind of going away here a little bit, guys? You have to put all your defenses down before you can upgrade to the next Town Hall level, guys. That's kind of a big deal. I like it. Archer Tower, level 12 damage decreased from 86 to 83, level 13 damage decreased from 98 to 92, and level 14 damage decreased from 110 to 108. A little bit of a nerf on the Inferno Towers, on the Archer Towers, but the Infernos, single and multi-mode damage increased for the Inferno Towers, guys. Level 4 damage was increased from 54 to 58. And level 5 damage increased from 64 to 70, so a little bit more juice there in the Inferno Towers, which is definitely going to be a good thing. We know that we've been kind of hoping that that would happen again for a while now because they were a little too weak. I like the change, but we need a little bit more power in them, and we're getting it right now. The Bomb Tower. Who cares much about the Bomb Tower? We'll see. Level 5 damage increased from 44 to 46, and level 6 damage increased from 48 to 52. It's never a defense that you guys normally would fear in the game, but maybe now it'll do a little bit more damage. We'll be happy to see that. And Eagle Artillery, guys, another huge change right here. This is going to change the game when you're talking about Bow Witch. Remember, I always speak about Bow Witch, people switching from Golem to Giants. Well, guys, the Eagle Artillery is no longer going to deal 3 times damage to Golem. so the golem will not be getting destroyed by the eagle the way that they were. Now, the infernal towers did get a bit of a buff, so that'll hurt the golem a bit more as well, but the eagle will not be able to just completely destroy golem. So we're going to see golem bowage attacks coming back again, guys. So those are the details for spell changes and for defense changes. Not as long as my other videos, not as many changes, but some drastic changes. That eagle artillery, the infernal towers getting a buff, the what was the other one, the town hall upgrade, having to drop other defenses before you can do your town hall. I love that, guys. So you're not going to have those town hall 11s that have one small cannon in the middle of the town hall. That's going to be great. And the freeze spell dropping down in cost and in camp space, another big deal. So lots of great stuff, guys. Let me know what you think of those changes in the comments below. Remember, they are subject to change, and if you haven't checked out my 2 other videos that I dropped earlier today, literally I dropped 3 videos in about 40 minutes, so check them all out. They go over all of the changes happening in Clash of Clans. I just broke it down separately so you guys could have a better guide. Remember, in about a second, I'm going to have these things popping up on the screen with all the information that I just went over. If you enjoyed the video, throw a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications, and be sure to leave me a comment below on all of your thoughts about Town Hall 12. Keep it locked, guys. I have a ton more Clash of Clans content coming for you guys, including stuff that others don't have because they don't have that inside hookup with Supercell the way I do and a bunch of my other boys over in the NDA have. So stick around. If you want to see more, check out my playlist for update information. I'll link that above. And that's been it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Here comes the information. I'll see you later on today. Until then, be good.